Thanks very much. And Askar, welcome to the UFC.
What's up? How you doing?
Not bad. Congratulations on joining the big show here.
My
Obviously,
man, thank you.
no problem. Obviously, a big opportunity in fighting Cody Stamann in your first UFC fight. Were you kind of expecting to get an opportunity to fight this year, maybe on short notice, or was this more of a surprise?
No, I was expecting that. I mean, my record, shows that I was working up to this point. I'm 11-1 now, and I knew it was right around the corner. There was a few times where there were opportunities for me to take it early on, but this was the one where it just everything connected perfectly.
And give us your thoughts on the matchup with Cody Stamann, because that's a fairly sizable name to get for your debut.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's number 9 in the world at bantamweight. He's fought tough dudes. He's fought the title challenger Aljamain Sterling. He's fought Jimmy Rivera. Two tough dudes. He has a few other wins in the UFC. You know what I mean? But I don't know. He's a tough wrestler, tough grinder. He's from the Midwest also, so I don't expect nothing but a tough battle with him.
And obviously, like you mentioned, he's ranked number 9 at bantamweight, but for obvious reasons, this is at featherweight. Do you expect the weight difference to impact you much? Do you feel any stronger without the weight cut?
Shit, listen, if you're not cutting weight, you're definitely gonna feel stronger. You know what I mean? I'm happy that this my debut is at 45, especially with a week's notice. You know what I mean? It's only fair. And I know he was asking for 45 too. I know there's a few fights where he had where they were talking about how he fought at 45 because it took him a mission to cut to 35. So it's a blessing for me and him. You know what I mean? We're both gonna be fully hydrated. It's gonna be the best Cody, the best Oscar. Full hydration, 145 pounds. It'll be a battle.
And with so little time before the fight, I mean, how do you go about preparing?
Well, I stay ready. You know what I mean? I was training as soon as my last fight was over. 2 weeks after, I was back in the gym, working as hard as I can. I put in nights and weekends for this. You know what I mean? I was looking at my fight shorts yesterday. And I got them with my name on them, and I almost teared up looking at it because of how hard I've been working for the last few years just to be able to see that name on those shorts. You know what I mean? And see myself in those UFC gloves in that cage, throwing down. So I'm ready.
Good to hear, man. And last one for me, I mean, just give us your thoughts on making your debut and what you want to show to the fans who might be seeing you for the first time.
I mean, if you've watched me before, you've seen I'm a decent boxer. You know what I mean? I got some decent wrestling skills. I got some good control on top. So I'm excited to display my style. When I enter flow state in most of my fights, I feel like I can take control of the fight. I make people walk into my shots. I make people eat uppercuts, eat hooks, eat jabs, and I'm excited to do that and show that. And it doesn't have to be against just Cody Stamann. I'm excited for my whole UFC career to show that. Every fight that I fight in the UFC, I'm only going to get better. I said that when I was outside of the UFC. I was fighting for LFA, and I said the more cage time I get, the better I get, and that's the same thing here. The more cage time I get in the UFC, the better I'm going to get, the more I'm going to show, the more of a show I get to put on for the fans.
All right, well, looking forward to it. Best of luck this weekend.
Oh, man, thank you.
We'll take our next questions from Gabriel Gonzalez with Stateside Press.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
All I have for you, I really want to know, so, you're a guy, you're doing your thing on the regional scene and the smaller shows. You get that call to the UFC. How does everybody around you react? Because I gotta imagine it must feel like a party the very first time everyone finds out.
Of course, of course. I was actually just thinking in my hotel room right now. I've been getting more DMs than ever, even when I was main eventing LFA. But it is what it is. I know who the people are that started out with me. I know who my coaches are that have been with me since the beginning. My brothers that have been with me since the beginning. And those are the guys that I want to keep around when I have this victory. You know what I mean? When I'm celebrating in the end, those are the guys I want to celebrate with. So everybody else that's jumping on the bandwagon now, they're welcome to jump on because I'm excited for it. But I know who the people that care about me and want me to succeed, who they truly are.
My final question, just when you think about the fight, in your mind, what would be the perfect UFC debut?
A perfect UFC debut is a first round knockout, obviously. You know what I mean? A beautiful knockout in the first round would be amazing. But to get 15 minutes and to try to put my skill set on him and to get some cage time in the UFC and get used to that rough floor and those gloves and the cameras and the lights and all that, that'd be amazing too. You know what I mean? That's what I'm excited for, to be able to be in front of all that and perform.
Hey, thank you and good luck.
Oh, man, thank you.
We'll take our next questions from Gavin Porter with UFC.com.
What's up, man? It's actually me right here. You
Oh.
yeah. So All right. First of all, you just mentioned, you're getting a little teary-eyed, maybe looking at those shorts. Was there a moment when you were like, you know what, during the LFA run and all that stuff, like I'm gonna make it there. Just keep doing me, and I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, of course. I knew that. You know what I mean? I know what my skill set are. I know what my mindset's at. I know I trust in my training. I believe in my work ethic. I knew it was only a matter of time. You know what I mean? I was grinding so hard, no matter what. I took a loss a couple months back or a year or so back, and a lot of people would let that deter them or knock them off course. But listen, win or lose, I know where I want to be. You know, I want to fight in that cage until the day I can't. And so both my hands are either broken or I can't walk on my 2 feet.
And I'm sure you've heard, stories of fighters that make their UFC debut, and the light's a little too bright, and the moment may be a little too big. You seem like this type of guy who you're just hungry, and you're not going to let that moment kind of overwhelm you. Is that kind of the mental fortitude you have to approach this fight with?
Yeah, I mean, the lights and cameras are cool. That's the special stuff. That's the cool stuff about it, and the fans get to see us. But I started this because of the fight game. I wanted to fight. I want to get into a fist fight with another man and test my skill set. So the cameras are just an added bonus. I like looking at them. I like smiling, you know what I mean? Flexing, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, fighting is what matters.
Yeah, and I think you're in a unique position. Obviously, you've seen, these short notice opportunities come up during the pandemic era, if you will, and having that opportunity is something that maybe fighters previously didn't have with so many people coming in and out of the cards, being there mixed up. How important was it for you to stay ready and be one of those guys to first raise your hand and accept a moment like this?
Yeah, I mean, I stay ready. I was in the gym, like I said, since my last fight. So me being in the gym 24/7, weekends, nights, mornings, and afternoons, as much as I can, I was in there working, trying to better my skill set. So seeing it all pay off now is just a huge blessing in itself, and it's gonna be more of a blessing Saturday night when I get to get this victory for my UFC debut.
Last one for me is, some people might think obviously you're an underdog coming in, not seeing you before, and obviously Cody's ranked. So when you think about the opportunity and you have nothing to lose, right? This is a win-win for you to be here, and obviously you're going to make the most.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's so much that goes into fighting and politics, but the best thing about fighting is it's just you and him. You know what I mean? We got the same manager. That could play something into it. We got, where he's number 9. This is at 45. A million things. But at the end of the day, we get to go into the cage, and it's me versus him. Nobody else. Nobody else can help him. Dana White can't do nothing. Bruce Buffer can't do nothing. Our manager can't do nothing. His coaches, my coaches. It's just me and him. They got to prove that he's number 9 and that I'm a debut, and I want to see that. I'm gonna try to perform at the best of my abilities, and we'll see how he plays out.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
No, man. Thank you.